102.7 WMOM 923 on a Tuesday. It is blue skies and sunshine. We're looking at great weather outside, and that puts me in the mood to want to go see these lighthouses that we have scattered throughout our West Michigan area. Jack, I don't know if you know how many lighthouses we have in Michigan. I don't know the answer to this, but you might on the tip of your tongue. Do you know roughly?
There's 129 lighthouses in the state of Michigan.
He does know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
Where's my, wait, hold on. I need my cheering section. Where is the cheering section? There it is, right there. Okay, there we go. Why? Because Jack Greavy, he knows his stuff, and he has moved to the area. Jack, welcome, by the way, to Mom FM, and welcome to the West Michigan community.
Well, thank you, Chris. Definitely appreciate it. It's wonderful to move here to West Michigan. Grew up here kind of in Ionia area, went to high school in Ionia, and then moved out to, actually spent a lot of my summers in Muskegon area on my parents' sailboat out in Lake Michigan. So definitely familiar with the lighthouses for being out in Lake Michigan. I'm definitely looking forward to serving them on shore as well.
Did you have a chance as a kid to visit lighthouses and be able to have any sort of the fascination with them at all?
Fascination was really from the lakeshore.
Okay.
Seeing them, my parents and I, my sister and our family took a kind of a family trip, floating RV, took it north every single year and passed these lighthouses every single year.
Cool.
Been able to do a lot of racing over my time for sailboats. Last 2 years did the Chicago to Mac race.
Really? Wow.
And was able to see them up close and personal there too as well. So
very cool.
Yep, familiarity is definitely on the water.
All right. Well, you're in the right place because there's a lot of people that love boating here, obviously in Ludington, and we have a lot of boats, and we have some lighthouses too, 4 of them.
Of course.
And we want to talk about the Big Sable Keepers Association. We want to talk about how the community can get involved because it sounds like not only is there volunteer options, but is there some paid positions too available or not?
Yes, we do actually have one paid position currently available.
Okay.
That is a restoration and restoration and maintenance supervisor, rather. That is an immediate hire. We're looking for applications to come through, and you can email those to myself. That's at splkadirector@gmail.com.
All right. Let's talk about that position. What would somebody be doing?
A lot of driving between the lighthouses, making sure that they are up to snuff, making sure that they are looking pretty nice and available for visitors and guests to come in and enjoy those lighthouses just as much as we do. So.
And you moved up from the Battle Creek area, I believe, right? Or
actually, Berrien County.
Berrien County. Okay.
Yep. So.
And still on the lakeshore then.
Yeah.
And so just the move north here. What do you think pulled you the most up here to settle right in the Ludington area?
Well, the job, this job is to work for the lighthouses is something that I didn't expect to be able to do, especially at such a young age, but definitely encouraging to move up in the ranks with that. I have a 1-year-old at home, so to show him that you need to take that additional step and make that move is very much important. On top of that, it's, my family is actually from the Manistee area as well. My dad graduated from Manistee High School in 1969. My grandmother lived on Fifth Avenue for over 70 years. So kind of moving back in the area essentially too.
That's good. And hopefully they get to see you more often in general, your family members there.
Yeah.
We are talking, if you're just joining us, Jack Greavy. He is the new executive director for the Sable Point Light Keepers Association. And we've got the 4 lighthouses. And I wanted to ask that question, what gravitated you to back to the area? Partly because what does it take, do you think, for somebody to fill that one paid position, but also to volunteer for taking care of the lighthouses?
Yeah, for the paid position, we're really hoping that there's a jack of all trades, somebody that knows masonry work, that knows electricity, that knows water. Those big elements that we have at the lighthouses. Can also subcontract, can know the right person to contact and know how to get the job done quick and cost effective. So that's definitely a position that is going to take the right person to apply for. We're currently searching for the right individual, so please apply if you think you're that right individual.
If you don't have somebody by the time we open up, and we're going to be talking about that in a couple moments, can we still manage? What does it look like there?
We can still manage our previous manager of restoration and maintenance supervisor has done a phenomenal job. The lighthouses look fantastic. You know, we're not going to be in shambles if we open up without this position filled, but certainly we'd feel a lot more comfortable if we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, Jack Greavy, the new executive director, Sable Point Lightkeepers Association here. Jack, opening wise, I mean, obviously we've had such a mild spring. But we still open at a certain date, or is that pushed ahead a little bit, or what does that look like?
You know, we follow our schedule pretty religiously here. We open up Big Sable on May 9th. That is our earliest opening. The rest are staggered until May 23rd. That is Little Sable and Ludington Breakwater here locally.
Okay, break those down. When's the openings for all four, if you don't mind?
Yeah, Big Sable is May 9th. White River Light Station is May 19th. Little Sable Point is May 23rd, and Breakwater is also May 23rd.
Okay, so just around the corner. I mean, we're in March. You know, it's next month to start that. And then what's really fantastic that we love is people can stay overnight there. Some of them can visit. They all have their own particular characteristics and just that experience that makes you want to visit all four of them. When you visit them as the executive director, or when you came to the area and just like, hey, let's visit this one, that one, what do you think you took away from each one of them?
You know, it's the sense of wow. I've always brought that into what I'm doing is like when you walk into that room, how do you get that sense of wow? In this case, you're walking outdoors, which is beautiful. You're walking up to a lighthouse, you go around the bend, you see that lighthouse pop over the dune line, and you get that sense of, wow, this is out here in such a remote location. That's what lighthouses are meant to do. They're supposed to be that shoreline marker in those remote locations to keep sailors safe. So it really speaks for itself when you go out there and you experience it maybe for the first time or maybe for the 20th time. You always get that sense of wow, and that's what I'm looking forward to bringing to the table here, making sure that we have that sense whenever people come and visit our lighthouses.
And the other thing that people might not some might understand is that these are working lighthouses. These are safety features for those boaters out there, and they have to be kept up. There is the standards there, and you employ, in the sense, volunteers throughout the season to help do that.
Yeah, so we definitely still need volunteers to do that. As you mentioned before, Chris, you can actually stay at either the residence quarters or the light station itself when you volunteer with us. Those are for our longer stretches. Those are for the week to 2 week time frame. If that is too much of a commitment for you, we totally understand. We also have daykeeper spots available. So you can go in maybe after hours, after you're done with your work, and then come and volunteer with us. The breakwater here, we're planning on opening that up in the evening hours for the bonfire days. So there's, I believe, 3 of those this coming season. We'll definitely need some daykeepers to help out and man those hours.
When you talk with your board and volunteers, what is how do they explain being able to keep these lighthouses going? What do you think their excitement and energy and commitment is like?
You know, I think they have actually asked this question to them before I started. You know, how would you, if you had to put a persona or an idea or an individual behind these lighthouses, what would their characteristics be? You know, and it was really fun to hear a lot of differences between each of the lighthouses. These lighthouses mean something different for everybody, and I'm really looking forward to learning that with the community here, with individuals that I speak with, and figure out what these lighthouses mean to the individual.
That's very cool. And it sounds like you're listening to people and getting that feedback and being able to not necessarily change a lot, but improve it as we go, keep everything running smoothly, and we're looking forward to a great 2023 season. Is there anything that we missed talking about that you want to share this morning?
You know, we do have some additional positions, summer positions available as well. We have an operations and a marketing intern position, as well as a site manager at Little Sable to fill. These are seasonal positions. So please feel free to apply. Again, you can send resumes over to splkadirector@gmail.com.
All right. Make sure you do that and do that today, because it just sounds like it's an exciting position. It you know, to be able to, I mean, we see what in the movies and TV shows and so on and so forth, but that experience is right here in our neck of the woods, and I think that's the kind of cool part about it. So, well, welcome aboard, and thanks for joining us, Jack Greevy, Executive Director of the Sable Point Lightkeepers Association. Website that people can find out more information at, and as well your social media is a great resource. But where are we sending them website-wise?
Website is splka.org, and if you go ahead and just type that into your search bar on Facebook, our page will pop right up as well.
There you go. Excellent. Make sure you connect with them. And say hi to Jack when you get a chance to. Jack will have you probably on throughout the year to give us some updates. And then there's all these activities and fundraisers to help the Sable Point Lightkeepers Association too. So we're looking forward to chatting with you at a later date. How's that?
Looking forward to it, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. It is 9:33 here on 102.7 Bomb FM.
Your hit music, 102.7 WMOM.